Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the G05 2024 X5 xDrive50e, the plug-in hybrid variant. So updated across the range for the X5, the LCI, or Life Cycle Impulse, or BMW speak for refresh. So new front end, new back end a little bit, and also new interior, and for the 50e, an improved hybrid system. So let's talk about this one in particular. So we have at least the premium package. You note that by the blue sort of accents in here. That denotes premium or executive package. Also coring light right there. On the front end you can see, again, all X5s, X6s and X7s have this sensor here now by default. So you won't be able to see on the lot whether or not it has Driving Assistance Pro. In this case, this one does, but having that sensor allows you to get Driving Assistance Plus if it is not spec'd from the factory. With Driving Assistance Pro, you also see the Parking Assistance package. You have a camera on the front end right there. So grille, it's like sort of like a satin aluminum trim around it. Let's move over to the side. So we have the 20-inch wheels, the style 738. These are the wheels that come standard on the vehicle without upgrading, say, a 21-inch wheel, or without touching on the M Sport package as well. So the calipers look to be about the same size as the M Sport calipers, just painted, or if you think of it as unpainted, rather than, say, blue or black, or potentially red. That might only be available on the M60 though. Got our roundel in the middle there, not a floating center cap. And our charging door here. And then our electrode by eye moved down to the fake side breather gill here. So finger of truth, there is nothing real about that. All right, step back and take in Blue Ridge Mountain Metallic. So as far as I know, the color first appeared on the G23 series prior to the LCI. Might have been available for at least one model year, if not two model years, and then made its way to the iX, and of course now the X7, and of course the X5 and X6 as well. So sort of a, I don't know, bluish green color, which I think is probably going to become fairly popular, given that you can't really get a lot of different colors on the refreshed X5 base model without dipping into individual paint, which of course is available. And it's not true individual, it's a select palette that BMW has chosen for that plant. So we have our revised tail lights as part of the X here, sort of like an Energy Sword, but not quite the same as the X3. Our 50e badging in chrome. Make our way to the other side here, take in Blue Ridge Mountain Metallic. Out of direct sunlight. I think it's a pretty nice color. May not be for everyone, but at least BMW is offering other things other than, say, white, black, or gray on the X5. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tanzanite is now available again. BMW's changed this up, so it's always in a P1 color, but they're making it more difficult for dealers to spec a semi-individual color like Tanzanite on cars for dealer stock because it requires a customer email address now. That's a relatively recent development. Let's take a look at the inside. So opening up, we have the coffee Sensafin, which is a pretty good contrast with the Blue Ridge Mountain Metallic. Other one being Cognac, or you can go Silverstone. Of course, be safe and go with black. So you do have the usual suspects here. You have a manual crumb catcher over here. So you get the multi-contour seats, you'll have powered crumb catcher, which will show up right here. And then separate control for the upper backrest. But the seats are nice, quilted. They feel pretty comfortable. And pretty decent bolstering, even on the thighs, but obviously not a sports car seat. All right, so inside we have our standard steering wheel. with our cruise control buttons over here, and all the controls for driving settings for the cruise control or assisted driving modes are buried within iDrive 8. Our shift pedals, iDrive 8 instrument panel, and our heads-up display, part of the premium package, which also gets you Harman Kardon sound system. The rest of our curved display here. And then the trim here is the fine line brown wood trim. And then sort of like a baby X7 effect here. So you have the X5 badging here. This will show us M in the M60 version. And when charging, this lights up in blue and shows you progress of charging. Pretty cool effect. In terms of charging, you go into the apps. You can go to vehicle apps and then charging. And you can change the limit here. So the AC limit on the previous version, the 45E, the max was 16 amps. Now it's up to 32 amps. Again, that's going to depend on your circuitry at home if you're charging at home, and whether or not it can take that amperage output. But consult with your electrician. And the rest of our fine line wood trim down here around the center console. Our gear selector knob, iDrive controller, air suspension. All right, so starting price, let me get that in the light a little bit here, of the X5 xDrive50e, $72,500, Blue Ridge Mountain Metallic, another $650, Sensafin included, $2,100 for the Driving Assistance Pro package, $900 for the Parking Assistance package, another $2,300 for the Premium package, and then the heated front seats, armrest, and steering wheel, another $350, and then 4-zone climate control for another $400. Now, Climate Comfort Package was once available and is now a P1 ordering restriction. In other words, customer sold. All told, MSRP of just a little bit over $80,000. Now, I can't remember if the destination is included for the determination of tax credit eligibility for the 50E. It does qualify for at least half of that. It's either $3,500 or $3,750. Again, consult your tax professional, not some guy on YouTube going over an X5 50E, but you can easily get this below $80,000 and have it pretty nicely equipped. So you can drop the 4-zone climate control and be under that threshold as well. Of course, there are some income restrictions for adjusted gross income. Again, consult your tax professional. Let's take a look at the back seat. All right, so here is our coffee Sensafin. Very nice, darker shade of brown over, say, cognac. Open up our moonroof and panoramic moonroof panel. So you get the exec package. You have the little sky lounge effect here. This does not have the exec package. Our 4-zone climate control in the back here, zones 3 and 4. You do have some USB-C adapters at the bottom here, and also in front of the rear passengers in the driver's seat and passenger seat. So knee room, leg room, really, really good. Then headroom, not an issue. Here's the view of the cockpit in wide angle view. But pretty good place to sit. Center passenger in the rear might be a little bit constrained. And the seating goes a little bit out, making it maybe a little bit awkward. And then, of course, you got the center console there that sticks out a little bit more. Of course, depending on what size driver or passenger you have in front of you. All right, so make our way to the back. We use our kick to open. And here's our cargo area. Then underneath, because it's the 50E, you don't have extra storage here, no room for a spare. You do have the flexible fast charger, which does come with a household 110 volt adapter, as you can see right here. It does not come with a level 2 adapter, be it NEMA 1450 or other level 2 adapters. You will have to purchase that from your parts department. Then in terms of charging times, the level 1, you're looking about between 22 and 24 hours at the fastest possible rate. And then if you go to level 2, the charging time reduces to the best possible of about 3.5 hours. So a big improvement over the previous generation or last model year 45e, which could only take 3.7 kilowatts. This one now takes 7.4 kilowatts. So much better charging times. And of course, whether or not you need that charging time is going to depend on how you use the vehicle. And underneath the hood is the B58 inline-six 3-liter turbo engine. So combined output is 483 horsepower and 516 torques. And BMW does say this will go 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. Seems that rear world is probably going to be about 4.3, maybe 4.2. So a really quick plug-in hybrid. But that's it for a quick tour around the X5 xDrive50e, and we'll see you at the next video.